Hello and welcome to our vlog. First of all, let Anna introduce the objective of our research.
Comparative analysis of Apple and Xiaomi. Apple is an American multinational technology company that was founded on the 1st of April in 1976 by Steve Jobs, Ronald Wayne, and Steve Wozniak in California, United States. Apple is the world's largest technology company by revenue and since January 2021, the world's most valuable company. Apple specializes in consumer electronics, computer software, and online services. Xiaomi is a consumer electronics and smart manufacturing company with smartphones and smart hardware connected by an IoT platform. It was founded in April 2010 by Lei Jun. Xiaomi products are present in more than 100 countries and regions around the world. We did a comparative analysis using approach A to show the differences between Apple and Xiaomi. Based on our research, we will be comparing these variables between Apple and Xiaomi using the product, service, and interface design.
Next, let Meng Zihang introduce the efforts of ethical design in product design of the two companies.
Hello everyone, my name is Meng Zihang. I will talk about the ethical design efforts made by two companies, Xiaomi and Apple, in 5 aspects: sustainability, environmental protection, barrier-free care, privacy protection, and product life. Let's take a look at Apple's product first. Sustainability has always been a prominent aspect in design of Apple's products. In fact, some surveys showed that Apple products adhere to the use of renewable aluminum for manufacturing. Second, compare with Xiaomi. Apple took the lead in gradually stopping the use of packaging additional handset in mobile phone products in 2018 and the additional charge in 2020, 1 year earlier than Xiaomi. This series of action is Apple's commitment to environmental protection. With the consumer updating the mobile phones, there is a high possibility that their old earphones and chargers might be never useless. However, when producing these old products, resources are still consumed, which become a waste. In addition, Apple's more outstanding contribution to environment protection is that Apple has started adopting plastic-free packaging design, which greatly reduces the negative effect caused by plastic. Moreover, barrier-free help also embody moral design, as is aiming to offer the most human design for special groups.
Both Apple and Xiaomi have made effort in this regard. This includes that mobile phone can provide magnificent setting of text interface for people with visual impairments, built-in voice assistant in the mobile phone, high contrast display for people with color recognition impairments, etc. The two brands also adopted different methods to help people with hearing impairments. Xiaomi mobile phone support a hearing enhancement, which allows the mobile phone to broadcast information content at higher volume. Apple phones support working with hearing aids.
Besides, privacy protection is a key aspect too.
iPhone ensures the program compliance of the App Store through strict audits and will not infringe on users' privacy. At the same time, Apple will also monitor sensitive privacy issues such as pricing, tracking, advertising, and so on. In this regard, Xiaomi does better. Xiaomi mobile phone adopts a completely different strategy from Apple in protecting. This strategy is let the mobile phone monitor the behavior of mobile software in real time. It's rarely those in the background. When the mobile phone finds that software infringes the user privacy, the system can intercept instead the user, or give it the user to judge whether it is allowed. This strategy is safer and more flexible.
As for product life, Apple has made outstanding contribution in the regard.
Designing and producing short-lived products is considered a crime, because when a product life is too short, users will place the product more frequently, which leads to more consumption of the resources. Apple has always insisted on producing IP16 waterproof foam, which can avoid the damage caused by water in user daily life. It is obvious that design can improve the service life of mobile phone and prolong the cycle for users to replace to mobile phones. More importantly, Apple's ceramic shell technology makes the iPhone screen more solid. This avoids the damage caused by the falling of the mobile phone in daily use and once again ensure the service life of the mobile phone.
Enterprises have the obligation to care for special groups. At the same time, products committed to carry for special groups can win the market as well. How to effectively incorporate sustainability and environmentally friendly aspects into product design has already become a new challenge facing by various designers.
Then, Dexter will introduce his research on service design.
Hi, my name is Dexter, and in this comparison of Apple and Xiaomi, I'll be looking at the service design variable. So first, before we delve into the comparative analysis, I wanted to take a bit of time talking about service design, because there seems to be so many definitions out there of what service design is. But there's one quote that stood out for me by Mark Fontaine. So basically, what he said, uses an analogy. So imagine you have two coffee shops, coffee shop A and coffee shop B. They both sell the same coffee at exactly the same price. Service design is why you go to coffee shop A and not into coffee shop B, and why you keep coming back and telling your friends all about it. So, to further explain this point, coffee shop B decides to make an app, but they don't ask their customers anything, they just make the app. And the customers use the app and they find out there's nothing in there for them. So they just abandon the app, they just don't use the app at all. So now coffee shop B just wasted money. On the other hand, so coffee shop A on the other hand decides to make an app. But first, before they do that, they conduct extensive research on the customer's thoughts and feelings before, during and after they've used the product and service, and they use that information to drive a problem to a solution that better serves the customer's needs and wants. So we can call coffee shop A customer centric. So they have customers' needs and wants at the center of their business model. So now when the customers use coffee shop A's app, they find that it answers all the customers' questions, it optimizes the customer experience, and it better serves the needs of the customer. So service design is about being customer centric. So making sure that the whole organization is in line, working towards a common goal, which is to better serve the customer and optimize their experience. So going back to comparative analysis between Apple and Xiaomi, we sort of look at what measures have both companies taken in order to enhance the security features in their softwares to further protect the data and privacy of their users. So we'll start by looking at their operating systems, and the main focus would be to look at what systems they have in place to protect the data and privacy of their end users. Okay, so Xiaomi doesn't have its own operating system, so its baseline operating system is Android. So essentially, what we're going to be comparing is iOS versus Android. I know there's so many comparisons in regards to these two operating systems that have been done, but let's dive into it. Okay, so Android's had a bad reputation with its security features. What is true to an extent, some of it boils down to Android's popularity. It's the most commonly used operating system around the world. It fires up different devices from different manufacturers, so that makes it the ideal target for hackers. And because it's the baseline operating system for so many devices from so many different manufacturers doesn't always mean that it will integrate well with that device. So you might find that in different devices there's different issues, whether it's a crack in the system or it's integration issues. So with different devices there's always going to be different issues, and again that's another opportunities that hackers can capitalize on. On the other hand, Apple has its own operating system which was developed by Apple. So what does this mean? This means Apple has strict control over the ecosystem of all its devices. So they have control over when and how the software is rolled out and how the updates are implemented. Apple is also going a step further by making sure that its users cannot download apps outside the App Store, and not to mention the strict vetting process of all the apps that can be uploaded onto the App Store. Apple also does regular check with its App Store to make sure that there's no malicious code that has been uploaded into the App Store, just to protect the privacy and the data of their users. But on the flip side, Android has way more apps on the Play Store than Apple does. But Android's openness is also its weakness, because there's been countless times where hackers have uploaded malicious apps into the Play Store, and that has been downloaded thousands and thousands of times. That's not to say that Android has been sloppy with its security system, but the fact that, like I mentioned earlier, that the fact that it's the baseline operating system for so many devices, it's actually difficult or near impossible for them to actually update all the devices in one go or all at the same time. So some devices are updated earlier than others, get the updates earlier, and some devices get the updates later. So to conclude this, which one has the better safety features embedded into the system to better protect the data and privacy of the users? So in this category, Apple takes it. But that's not to say Android is not a safe option.
Finally, Nicholas will bring an introduction to sustainability.
Apple, as one of the largest industries in the technology market, is focused on environmental progress, seeking solutions to the challenges that arise in the world. As a continuous improvement, it is focusing on working with several companies worldwide to reduce the environmental impact that is generated with the development of its products. As an environmental strategy, it is proposed to neutralize the carbon footprint by 2030 based on 3 pillars: the climate change, the resources, and smarter chemistry. Apple has a roadmap for the carbon footprint based on 5 pillars. The first one is the low carbon design, the second one the energy efficiency, the third one is the renewable electricity, the fourth one is direct emissions abatement, and the last one is the carbon renewal. By the other hand, Xiaomi is one of the largest technology companies in the world, with the ideal of having excellent quality products at a reasonable price and affordable to all the public. They are committed to reducing the environmental impact of their business, reducing emission, using renewable energy, and improving the ability to work with sustainable energy. They also use a good design to reduce the overall carbon footprint. The Xiaomi Mi Band 4C is a good example of this, as their decision to phase out including chargers with some of their smartphones. As they rely on third parties to manufacture their products, they know that they can influence the suppliers and factories and encourage them to cut down on energy use and reduce the environmental impact.